Can you give us a brief introduction to the world of Mortal Engines?
Yeah, so Mortal Engines is set 1,000 years in the future, and it's set long after the 60-minute war, which destroyed the Earth. It broke the Earth in many ways, and civilization has rebuilt itself, but largely mobile. And they formed tractionism, so the cities, they hunt each other, they devour each other. It's a term called municipal Darwinism, and that's the backdrop to a story. So essentially, basically it's a story about a woman seeking revenge and finding love set against this fantastical world.
It's boy meets girl. Post-apocalyptic boy meets girl.
And so, starting from a novel, you've obviously got a whole team of people putting that into a screenplay. Peter Jackson, where do you even begin with the visual effects?
No, go ahead.
Okay, we start off with a lot of artwork, a lot of concept work. People, just painting up ideas on how things could look, and then we take that and just start really fleshing and building out that world. Yeah.
Exactly. It's a very layered process. The second we start thinking about how do we get to the end straight from the beginning, it falls apart. You have to think about all the different steps you have to take and make it manageable that way, because it's far too complex to jump straight to the end like that.
We're pretty lucky. Well, I was just gonna say we're pretty lucky that Christian and Pete and Fran had a pretty good vision of what they wanted this to be, which always helps us, because then you have a much clearer idea of where you're going.
And it must be that challenge of also working with the cast on set. Some of the bits they're going to have to imagine, some of it's tangible. So it's become quite a team effort to try and get the vision to come to life.
It does. We use a laser pointer quite a bit. It's like point a laser pointer at the wall and say, okay, that's going to be the person who's chasing you, and or you need to be looking up there. So there's quite a bit of that. But fortunately, like Kevin said, because the filmmakers had a clear idea of what was going to be out there, they were able to direct the action in a way that made it a lot easier for us once we're putting them into the synthetic world.
And what do you think people are going to take away from this film? They're going to be immersed in this other world. What do you think they're going to take away?
Hopefully a crease on the edge of their bum from sitting on the edge of the seat. I think they'll take away just hopefully a really fun ride. That's mostly what it is. It's a really fun ride.
Yeah.
And a fantastic cast that have taken on these roles. I think that must have been a big addition to the project.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they all were great, and the better performance you get from your actors, I mean, easier it makes our work, even though you're just putting the world around them. Their acting, the believable acting just helps us. It just helps the audience buy into the illusion that you're trying to create.
And you're excited by how technology is opening up loads of opportunities to do even greater things with visual effects?
Yeah, well, the only problem with the advancing technology is that people see what you can do and then they want the next thing, so you never catch up.
It's always bigger, always more. They're always having to push the envelope.
If you can do twice as much, the next project wants 3 times as much, so it's always trying to figure out how to push the envelope.
Are you already working on the next project?
I'm not working on anything yet.
I am, yeah. I'm already on the next one, working on a Disney movie, so yeah.
Nothing yet.
Just taking it easy.
Keep
Enjoy
available for the sequel if it happens.
All right, fantastic. Thanks so much.